What is up, YouTubers, and welcome back to another Ramble recap video. Today we are learning about the stages of awakening, and if you want to check out the original video, the Ramble to this, a link to that is in the description box below. I figured it was wisest to start this video, this Ramble recap video, with a bit of a preview of what the long video is. Here we go. Build, center, redefine what healthy relationships are. So it's a paradox to what I said earlier, so deal with it. This is my story and what I've done so far to create. See that nervous? That's a nervous tick. It's one of those. And as things disappear and people disappear, let them go. Nothing is permanent. It's like when I mentioned stages earlier. Nothing. See that nervous? That's a nervous tick. Realizing how much we're dimming down our light in our awakening process, because we do. We dim down our light in order to feel accepted. And you never know when you're gonna let go of someone, and by letting go of them, that's really the energy they needed. By creating separation, it's gonna be a long video, get ready. Remember, you can always adjust the speed settings in this. You can change, like you push the cog and it can do 1.25x, 1.5x, and depending on how fast someone talks, you can adjust it to what suits your comfort level. Please remember, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, put on the notification settings so you can receive more updates for videos in the future. Today, when we're talking about stages of awakening, I want to first define what a spiritual awakening is. My personal belief is that when you have a spiritual awakening, your entire viewpoints and belief systems shift. New perspectives come in, you find a new sense of purpose in your life, and there's a calling that comes in. Then, as soon as that happens, after you find all that new beauty and profound positive vibes, generally what happens next is all those emotional highs we have at some point are met with emotional lows. They come thriving to the surface. Past trauma shows up, regret shows up, old relationships that weren't fully healed, that don't match your new vibration, show up. You end up going down into this with those energies to work through them, to heal them, to find the new sense of belonging within the self. And that stage of going up into enlightenment, up into awakening, and then down to the dark night of the soul, it is an ever-evolving stage throughout our lives. I think that everything in life runs as a stage, and we're always going in and out of unity with everything, everyone, versus feeling separation. And I think, one of the signs that you're going through a spiritual awakening is that you're having those profound shifts. You're having weird moments of not connecting to your current life. You're not wanting to get in close. And there's all this reevaluating happening, and separation is normal. During this time, the things that we can work on during our spiritual or emotional awakening, however you want to call it, is being able to separate and discern the difference between the ego versus the spirit. Ego is very masculine-oriented energy. It likes to compartmentalize things. It is a doer. It can reason and explain anything and everything to fit a story. It creates identity with the outside world and wants to do things with a plan. There's a lot of restriction in the ego. Spirit, the other place, the feminine side, it's all about feeling. Where does it feel like I'm supposed to be right now? How can I open myself up and expand to find more opportunity? Spirit is random. It's all about go with the flow. Childlike innocence. There's a bit of a naive innocence, because sometimes the outside world and the spirit don't mess up very well, do they? Lots of examples of that throughout time and history. And I think that right now, accepting and learning from our current now of where we are and where we've been, that is the biggest thing for us to work on during our stages of spiritual awakening, is to keep yourself checked in with the now moment. Be centered. As things show back up, past traumas and energies that are unhealed and unresolved for you, then when that shows up, figuring out why and what and when and how. And if you cannot get those answers for whatever reason, either you don't know or life's just not giving you the closure you want, accepting it anyway. That's a big one. Accepting it anyway. And the only way to heal from the dark night of the soul that we experience through our stages of spiritual awakening, which come, like I said, in many, many, many ways. Awakening, oh, this is kind of dirty, I should work on this. Oh, I'm even better. Oh God, this is really far down there. Like, where did this come from? Healing it. That roller coaster is going to be there, and how we transmute, feel through our story, that's what's going to create healing, because it's the labels we give ourselves and the energy that we felt in the past that can keep us from getting to the next phase, the next step. And that's where all the power is. Right there. The power is in that healing. So if you have any of those signs, or if you've been going in and out of not knowing what's happening with your life and you're lost and found, happy then sad, and there's all this bipolarity, heal. Check in with what's not processed from the past. What have we not healed? And how can we heal it now? And then go. So, all right, guys, thanks for checking in. Talk to you later.